We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense,
well, this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Jackson.
Mark Andrews.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Hoffman. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's early, but an announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Hoffman. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jets had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brewer. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll run with Cook.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Back to throw. Hoffman looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We're talking about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go
Ball
now.
on the 39. Here's second down and 2. Operating from the gun. Hoffman. Caught by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Get it.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Got it.
They
Ready?
come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hoffman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Go.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go. Let go.
Looking to throw. Hoffman setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Jets! Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Jets have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw is Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Hoffman. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready, set.
2nd and 10.
Seventy Ranger.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The give now to Abanikanda. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hoffman. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Go.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here we go. Start.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. And his throw is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
To throw again. Hoffman. And Cook has it left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the jump.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Come on.
Here's a second and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2.
Jets 16, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick
Tucker
off
now to
the
kick it
ball.
away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action. Hoffman. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
3rd and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Hoffman. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Hoffman. He finds Hopkins complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
No, no. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Warrior 70. Go.
They'll run for it. Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Let's go now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. In motion right, that's Wilson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, sometimes windows to throw the football that exists when you're between the 20s. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to try and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk about offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Hoffman. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Hoffman. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Okay, ready?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hoffman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Jets 23, Ravens 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Here's Cook again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Hoffman. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Jets 30, Ravens 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on first down. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Come on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Okay, break.
2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ready.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Hoffman. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And the catches for him, they just keep piling up. Charles, that's now 1,031 catches for his career. Ties him with Steve Smith.
Yeah, and he plays the game the same way Steve did, with pride, with determination, some would say with anger. And that edge has given him the ability to catch 1,031 passes.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he will find his man on the outside. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 6 now.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Boom. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. In motion left goes a tight end.
Ready.
On 3rd down. Boom. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Next to score, Jets 37, Ravens 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway, but a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Ravens first down.
Now Lamar changing the play. Play action. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Boom. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
In motion right is Wilson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. And now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready, set.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.